What are the best colors for your personal brand? You might be a consultant, coach, ready to launch your podcast, a thought leader, an author, and you're wanting to look your best online, on camera, and for the world to see. In this video, I'm going to talk about what are the best colors for your personal brand. As an image consultant, I have worked with many people in terms of choosing the best colors that flatter how they look. Your skin, your hair, brightening of your teeth and eyes, what would actually make you look slimmer and more presentable in general. You're going to want to think about the colors that look best on you and not just in your logos and on your website. Ideally, the colors that you are using in your logos, in your website, and your overall brand identity are the colors that look best on you. So let's get into this. The first thing you want to think about is, what is your main color palette that looks best on you? You may have heard of the 4 seasonal color palettes. If you haven't had your colors done, here are some quick tips for determining what your color palette is. Now, here's an easy trick. Over 75% of the world falls into the winter color palette. This means you have distinctive features. If you are, brown skin, African American, African, Black, you most likely are a winter. If you come from Asian cultures, anywhere in Asia, you most likely are a winter. As I said, about 75% of the world is a winter color palette. So when in doubt, just choose winter. The features of a winter person also include things like having a red or blue tone under your skin. And this is a way that you can determine whether or not you are winter. If you are more of a fair-skinned person and you do have a blue or red rosy undertone, you might be a summer. A summer is cool, just like winter. However, it's muted and lighter. If you find that very grays, dusty blues, soft, very soft, muted pinks are the colors you like to wear, you're probably a summer. You can be blonde haired, you can be brown haired, and be a summer. The next would be spring. Again, you're usually a fair skinned or lighter skinned person, white. You may tan easily and maybe have like a golden undertone. You might have freckles as well. If you like to wear colors such as pinks and greens, and you like to wear yellows and even oranges, think of sunny, spring, light, bright colors, then that is a summer color palette. Lastly, a fall color palette. You may also have another golden undertone. You're probably darker in skin color, but maybe bronzy. You might have hazel eyes or easily have highlights in your hair. You might be black, white, brown skin, white skin, any skin color for the fall look. And you like to wear, again, olive colors, warm mustards, oranges, and even reds. Just go to a mirror and hold up some of the colors that you see in these color palettes and choose the ones that you resonate with. Go to a mirror and just hold up these colors to your face and notice whether or not it looks good on you or not. And the color palette where you find the most colors suit you best is probably the one for you. Now that you know what your seasonal color palette is, you also want to think about your brand message. What are the personality characteristics that are specific to your brand? Is it bold, courageous, in your face? Is it more warm, approachable, loving, caring? Is it more eccentric, funny, childlike? Whatever those adjectives are that describe your brand, keep those at the front and center of your mind as we circle through these colors. The first color is red. Red is bold. It is characteristic of aggression, of anger, of courage, of strength, of leadership. And it is great if you want to get attention. Red is an attention getter. I often would suggest that red is used as an accent color in your brand unless you really are going for it. Bold leadership at its best. The next color is orange. Orange is creative, innovative, curious, childlike. It's youthful. If any of these energies are in your brand personality, consider orange. Orange is also a great accent color to integrate into your brand as an accent and to draw attention. The next color is yellow. Very youthful, very creative, very exciting. Again, it's another energetic color, and it is very happy, optimistic, magical, inspiring. Yellow is actually the accent color in my brand. Not only is it another attention getter, but it also is inspiring, which I like to be inspiring. I love joy and happiness, and I always want to bring that into my brand. So that's why yellow is a part of my brand. Now, yellow is actually not the color in my winter color palette because I'm a winter, but again, it's an accent color and it's not the main color. So you also want to think about whether you want it as an accent color or the leading color in your brand. The next color is green. Green is a wonderful color. It actually works well with all people. Green and teal, actually, whether it's like a greenish blue. Green is such an awesome color. It's trustworthy, it's grounded, it's humanitarian, it is welcoming, it is authentic, often related to health, wellness, peace of mind, trustworthy when it comes to money. So it's just a really great color to integrate into a brand. As a matter of fact, teal is a color in my brand as well. It's actually a tealish blue exactly for that reason. And teal is a great color on me, although I do tend to look better in blue. If you are one of the many people in the world that are a winter, then blue is definitely a color to think about incorporating, whether it's cobalt blue, soft blue, muted, again, teal, great color for business. The next color is purple. Purple is often seen as a mystery color, luxury, high-end, and or spiritual and wise color. If you are a life coach, spiritual mentor, purple is actually a great color for you. A darker, more eggplant purple can be seen as something that's integrated into a high-end luxury brand. If your purple is veering more towards pink or magenta, it's more feminine in terms of its approach. And that does bring us over to pink. Pink is known as the feminine color, the woman's empowerment color. It's often associated with youth, and it is definitely a playful color, a creative color. Now, although it's feminine, it's definitely not limited to women and girls. If you are integrating it into your brand as an accent color, it could definitely be a very trendy way of expressing yourself. And pink is also an attention grabber. Again, pink kind of flows back into the red and the orange color spectrum. So if you are looking for another attention grabbing color, pink and magenta is another option. The last color is brown. Brown is grounded, earthy, warm, inviting, authentic. It can be seen as masculine and or feminine because it's like a neutral color. It definitely is associated with food or wellness, peace of mind, zen. You will see in a lot of wellness products. It's also considered very spiritual and grounded. It isn't very attention grabbing, even though it's in a warmer palette of things because it is more of a muted color, more dull. However, if you are wanting to really connect with people authentically and you're humanitarian, you're thinking about being impactful in a very rich, supportive way, brown is a great color for you. Now, those were the last colors, but then there are shades. there are shades: black, gray, and white. These are shades of light, and let's just talk about these briefly. Black, again, mysterious, bold, luxurious. It is great as just neutral for font. As a matter of fact, you probably will have black or maybe like a shade of black. Like there's black, and then there's brown black, and then there's like gray black. Those particular shades of black will probably be used within your fonts. But if you're using it as a main color, again, it is associated with mystery, luxury, high-end, bold branding. White, angelic, free, light. It could be considered spiritual. It could be considered as enlightening, happiness, peaceful, calm. It usually will be integrated in your brand as the main backdrop of your brand so people can read what you're writing. People usually read off of white paper or a white screen, and so it probably will be integrated in your brand in some way. And you can consider it as neutral, but also realize that if you have a lot of whites in your background, it's going to be a lighter, fresher tone, versus if you had like a lot of black in your background, that's going to do the opposite, which is more bolder, more mysterious, and dark. The last shade is gray, which is in between. It is definitely considered a masculine energy, very professional, very subdued and level-headed, approachable, not too professional and stuffy, but approachable. You want to use gray wisely. It works very well in masculine brands if you're wanting to communicate a masculine energy, and this has nothing to do with gender. It really just has to do with energy. So for example, if you want to communicate like being sleek and sophisticated and very cultured or minimalist, gray is awesome for that. However, when it comes to more feminine brands, I find that gray can definitely give a tone of like business, professional. If you're wanting to really show an edge as a female brand, gray is going to give you that tone. I lied. There are colors, there are shades, and then there are textures, which is a whole other video, but I do want to talk about two of them, which would be gold and silver and bronze. And of course, these will give their own intention. I mean, when you think about gold, it's not quite yellow and it's not quite brown. It's like an ombre of those colors. Gold is definitely majesty, royalty, premium. Similarly to silver, it's definitely seen as premium, but not in the majestic way of a king and queen, more of like modern, high class, sleek, luxury. And then of course, bronze is definitely, what would I say bronze is? Bronze is like if you want to have like a premium rustic brand. Like think about rustic premium, if that makes sense. Like it's not like you're on a high horse, majestic, majesty gold, or silver sleek, sophisticated. It's more like tried and true, grounded, high quality. I hope this makes sense. Colors have an energy to them, so you want to choose wisely. I wouldn't mix and match more than 4 colors. Ideally, you have like 2 or 3. You have a main color and then a secondary color and an accent color, or maybe you just have a main color and an accent color, and you're going to want to decide what your font type color is. Again, most likely it's going to be a black or an off black, veering towards like brownish black or grayish black. I hope this has helped you in choosing the colors for your brand, whether it be in your wardrobe, in your logo, or your total brand image and identity. For more videos like this, be sure to subscribe, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.